Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WGU's 2021 Spring Virtual Commencement. I'm Kim Estep, Regional Vice President for the Southeast. Graduates, families, friends, and loved ones, you have played an important role in helping your graduate reach this incredible milestone. We thank you for this support, and we're thrilled to have you join our celebration today. I now have the honor of introducing Jennifer Harrigan from Mahopac, New York, who will sing our national anthem. Jennifer became a registered nurse in 2006 and earned her Master of Science in Management and Leadership from WGU this year. She is now a Regional Director of Health and Wellness at Artis Senior Living. Music has always played a role in Jennifer's life, as she grew up an avid flutist and vocalist, participating in many local and state competitions. Congratulations, Jennifer, and thank you for joining us today. And now, if you are able, we ask that you please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Jennifer. That was beautiful, truly. It's my honor to convene WGU's 2021 Spring Virtual Commencement. I extend a warm welcome to you, our graduates, and to your family and friends who've supported you throughout your educational journey. From Facebook, YouTube, or on our website, we're glad you're joining us today in the chat. Please take a moment now to let us know what part of the country you're watching from. While those answers are coming in, a quick note for our viewers. This ceremony marks the first time we're broadcasting simultaneously in two separate streams, one for those of you receiving bachelor's degrees and the other for those receiving master's degrees. To ensure you're watching the correct ceremony, please visit wgu.edu/virtual to select the ceremony you wish to view. Both ceremonies, the bachelor's and the master's, will be available to watch following the commencement at our website, wgu.edu/virtual. Okay, it looks like we have viewers from across the country: Seattle, Austin, Miami, Las Vegas, some from right here in Salt Lake City. Thanks to all of you for joining us today. WGU graduates, this is a day I hope you will never forget. Each of you has accomplished something extraordinary. Your graduation today is a milestone reached and a dream achieved. It's also the culmination of countless challenges faced and obstacles overcome. Since our founding, WGU has always served night owls, students who are working hard and studying late, earning their degrees even as they continue maintaining their commitments to families and jobs. But for you, there's been an added layer of complexity. You're graduating during a global pandemic, a time that has forced each of us to adapt and grow in ways that we never could have imagined. So today's milestone represents an unprecedented level of dedication, persistence, creativity, and resilience. And for that, we congratulate and celebrate you. In this moment of history, the world needs people exactly like you. Someone who isn't afraid to take on a challenge. Someone who has the tenacity to overcome obstacles, the flexibility to adapt to unforeseeable circumstances, and the endurance to persist no matter what. The education you've received here at WGU has prepared you well for just such a task. You're now equipped to move yourselves, your families, your employers, and your communities forward, and we know you'll be successful. You join only 33% of adults in the US who hold bachelor's degrees, and only 8% of adults in the US who hold master's degrees. Many of you are graduating with a family member. We offer a special congratulations to those of you who are sharing this accomplishment with a loved one. WGU is grateful to be recognized year after year as a military-friendly university. We are proud to honor the military members who are graduating, and we thank you for your service to our country. Also joining us virtually are many of our WGU faculty and staff. Please put your hands together to show your appreciation for the time and dedication they put into their work. Since our first graduate in 2000, WGU has awarded more than 230,000 degrees, including more than 47,000 just last year. I'd like to share some facts about today's graduating class. 40% of you are the first in your families to earn a college degree. We extend a special congratulations to you. Your average age is 38 years old, the youngest is 19, and the oldest is 70. 78% of you are women. The average time to graduation for those of you earning a bachelor's degree was 3 years and 1 month. And the average time for those of you earning a master's degree was 1 year and 7 months. You worked diligently to reach an educational milestone that will change the course of your own history and influence future generations. You have aspired to greater things. Thank you for allowing all of us at WGU to play a part in the fulfillment of your dream. It has truly been our privilege. And now, we have the honor of hearing from 2 of your fellow graduates. I'm delighted to introduce Adam Salvatierra, Master of Science, Nursing Informatics from Pennsylvania. And then we'll hear from Kimberly Larson, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies from Washington State. Please join me in welcoming Adam and Kimberly.
Fellow graduates, it's my honor to share this moment with you all today. Our hard work, brave endeavors, sacrifices, and dreams of completing school have come to fruition. This is what it's all about, and the moment we look forward to since we began our educational journey with WGU. We all have our unique stories to tell, and our educational experiences will forever be etched in memory. The backstory of my journey goes all the way back from 2008. I had just graduated from nursing school in the Philippines, and all I dreamed of was migrating to the United States. The immigration application process was not an easy one. And throughout the process, I learned that quite interestingly, the hardest part was not having to pass all the exams, but the agony of waiting. When I moved to Pennsylvania in 2017, this gave me the opportunity to chase after my dreams of working as a nurse and eventually pursuing my master's degree. WGU will forever be a part of who I am now. And here we are in 2021. I'm a travel nurse, and I get to combine my passions of traveling and helping others. And wow, I've had some interesting moments, and I've seen some real eye-openers. When I look back at these last 4 years, the word brave continues to come to mind. Migrating to the US and finishing school were brave things for me. Thankfully, I had the people closest to me for support and encouragement. You are brave, they said. You are brave for moving to the States to chase your dreams, keeping with your convictions that education can help you be a part of building a greater world around you and not letting difficult moments stop you. My fellow graduates, I share this very special moment with you today with the deepest sense of pride. We are brave. We've all seen the frontline heroes who have put on their brave faces to serve their communities during these trying times, including many in this group of graduates today. Working as a nurse, I've been inspired by my fellow colleagues who have selflessly cared for others during this pandemic. The celebration of completing our degrees also calls to mind two very significant moments in recent history where we have seen the bravest of the brave. First, the global pandemic that shook us to the core, yet made us stronger. Second is the greater call for social justice leading to positive change. These defining events will forever be intertwined with completing our degrees. And I gravitate toward these important events because as graduates, we now fulfill our earned education with a deeper sense of purpose. We now carry the calling of further advocating for the greater good of our communities. The positive difference each of us make from this point on is what will make the generations after us even brighter. As we celebrate today, let us remember this academic achievement is the most palpable proof that dreams turn into reality when we stay patient, resilient, and motivated toward reaching our goals and making a positive difference. Congratulations, graduates!
Hello, look at me, look at you, look at us. Can you believe we're here? It has been our dream to reach this moment, and we have accomplished that dream. Many years ago, I was a little girl growing up in Alaska. I wanted to be a teacher so much that I actually set up a classroom in my bedroom. I made shelves out of canned food and boards, and I just filled it up with books. Then I taught my baby brother how to read, whether he wanted to or not. I guess it was to be expected. After all, my grandmother was a teacher for more than 35 years, and my grandfather went to college when he was 40 to become a teacher and later a principal. Even my great-grandmother was a school marm while homesteading in Oregon. I guess you could say teaching is in my blood. As you can tell, I dreamed about becoming a teacher. I went to college for 3 years, and then my education was interrupted for a few short decades. During that time, I was a sign language interpreter for deaf children at a school. While I was doing that, I had a few opportunities to teach, which kept my dream of becoming a teacher alive in me. A few years back, I injured my shoulder, and that kept me from being able to interpret for long periods of time. Soon after, I enrolled as a student at WGU. Unfortunately, just a few months before I started, I had become ill with a really strange neurological condition. I was having spasms in my arms and in my legs, and I ended up in a wheelchair, which I'm still in now. I had a terrible brain fog. I used to love to read, and suddenly I couldn't read anymore. I could read the words, they just didn't make sense to me. And my speech, oh my goodness, my speech. I developed something called foreign accent syndrome, which made my speech sound like I was from a different country. Sometimes I sounded like I was from Sweden, and sometimes Italy or Ireland. Aside from that, I could only say half the letters of the alphabet. And I said things like, "Go get your backpacker." This was caused by spasms in my vocal cords. So here I was, a stuttering, Swedish-sounding lady who could hardly read starting WGU. How was I going to be able to achieve my dream now? But you know what? I did achieve my dream. I did it. I did it through the support of my mentor, Sarah Hatfield, and my course instructors. I could not have done it without them. I slowly regained the skills as I used the services available. I relearned how to read and how to think and how to memorize again. I learned everything I needed to pass psychology for educators. I had an awesome instructor, Dee Douglas, who really went above and beyond to help me through that one. I learned how to persevere through assessments, through pre-assessments and post-assessments, and the content exams I had to do to become a teacher. You teachers know about that. You had to do those exams. Twice a week for months, I studied with my amazing math instructor, Ashley St. Martin. And I prepared so much that I actually had a 13-inch stack of practice math tests to help me prepare for my math content exams. And I passed it. I passed it with a 96%. Not bad for someone who didn't have a brain a few years before. Eventually, it was time for me to start my preclinical observations in student teaching. I was so excited. I could say most of the alphabet now. I went rolling up to my first placement and there were 14 stairs to get into the building. I called the school office and they helped figure out how to get me into the building. I knew that was not the right placement for me since I had to go around the school, through the playground, up a service elevator with the custodian just to get in, and there was no way to get into the restroom. A couple weeks later, I ended up in an excellent school where I did my preclinical experiences and my student teaching with fourth graders during, you guessed it, a pandemic. But you know what? It was amazing. And the best part about it, well, aside from the teaching, which I loved, was when you have 30 speech therapists watching you for 6.5 hours a day, your speech gets pretty good. Within the last few months, my foreign accent syndrome has finally faded, and my speech problems have been resolved. And here I am, with all of you today, achieving our dreams. Even more exciting, I was recently hired to teach across the hall from where I did my demo student teaching. I am so grateful for everything that WGU has done to help me finally achieve my lifelong dream of being a teacher. I can't wait until I get my own full-time classroom this fall. And now it's time for you to go out there and follow your dreams. Keep going, keep dreaming, keep being the very best that you can be. I'm living proof. Dreams do come true.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Kimberly, for sharing your incredibly inspiring stories. Adam, you're exactly right. You are all brave for starting on this journey and completing it during a pandemic. And Kimberly, tenacity and grit are exactly what it takes to achieve our dreams. Look at all of you indeed. Now, I'm truly pleased to introduce Jen Hatmaker, our keynote speaker. Jen Hatmaker is the New York Times best-selling author of For the Love and Fierce, Free, and Full of Fire, along with 12 other books. In addition to starring in the popular series My Big Family Renovation on HGTV, Jen also hosts the award-winning For the Love podcast. She's also the curator of the Jen Hatmaker Book Club and leader of a tightly knit online community where she reaches millions of people each week. Jen is a co-founder of Legacy Collective, a giving community that grants millions of dollars towards sustainable projects around the world. She is a mom to 5 kids and lives happily just outside Austin, Texas, in a 1908 farmhouse with questionable plumbing. Please welcome Jen Hatmaker.
Faculty, administration, family and friends, alumni, the Western Governors University graduates, good morning, and congratulations to the class of 2021. In addition to honoring your new titles and degrees today, I have bestowed on myself a new title, Newest, Biggest Fan of WGU. When Dr. Baker-Stein and her team initially reached out to me as the commencement speaker, I asked about you. Like, who are your students? What are their stories? What is the WGU experience? So new to your university, I expected to hear about, a group of graduates in their early 20s, pretty green to adulthood, and preparing to start their first grown-up jobs. And some of you are exactly that, you young, fresh, beautiful things. But what I quickly learned is that most of you, as it turns out, are a group of night owls. 78% of you are women. 88% of you worked full-time during your studies. Your average age is upper 30s plus. And obviously the most senior WGU graduate today is 70. I said, wait, that's my people. They said, yes, this is why we've called you, dear. Now, had I been asked to speak to a group of 22-year-old graduates, I guess I could have. I do know a little about young adults. I have 5 kids between 15 and 23. They have given me a front row education to fascinating content like TikTok influencers and Bachelor in Paradise. And they are wearing mom jeans again, you guys. My 21-year-old daughter, Sydney, recently told me, we don't do matte faces anymore, Mom. Like, I have no idea what that even actually means. My 15-year-old is in driver's ed as we speak, so she is busy telling me how to drive all the time now, which is very helpful. I like stop sign critiques from freshmen. My 18-year-old Caleb bought a life-size cardboard cutout of Pamela Anderson last month, and my sons use it every single day to terrorize me. Pam has been in my closet, hiding in the shower, standing by the side of my bed while I sleep. I mean, it's just a real party at my house. So I love them, and I am working hard to launch them so they won't move back. But they are young. The oldest 2 went to a traditional college that I paid for, lived in dorms and apartments I subsidized, and were super stressed because their roommates kept eating their lean cuisines. Matthew McConaughey teaches a course at my daughter's college, and there is a sleep room on campus. So I'm super into my kids, but they're pretty soft. Now, WGU graduate, I'm gonna imagine an ordinary day in your life as you've earned your degree, and tell me if I'm anywhere close, okay? Let's see. You get up at the crack of dawn because not only do you have a full-time grown person job, but people live in your house and you're in charge of them. The people need dressed and fed and bribed out the door every morning. So somehow, in addition to working and going to school, you must also remember their field trip permission slip, their scholastic book order, and that they need to wear purple on Friday. Also, your first grader needs to make an elaborate Valentine's Day box by tomorrow, right? Plus 24 individual Valentines for classmates. So it will only take your 6-year-old like 79 hours to write that many names. So you shove a power bar into their hands while your kid explains to you that Noah's mom makes him pancakes every morning. And you gently suggest he petition Noah's mom for homestead then, right? Kids are just a delight. So having delivered your people to school, you zip to your whole job that you already have, a whole person's real job, with deadlines and tasks and that one coworker who takes credit for all your ideas. So here you spend the next 8 hours doing a job you either love or hate, and your coworkers are either cheering you on in your studies, like, yay, you're gonna get promoted, or they have no idea that you are getting a degree for an entirely different career, because you kept that under wraps until you peace out next week, right? So at the end of your workday, as you are racing home, you catalog what is in your fridge, because the people will be hungry. What can you get on the table in under 20 minutes? So you have time to get to soccer practice before you pick up your other kid from tutoring, right? You know what you have? Chick-fil-A. Thank you, Chick-fil-A, for your service. As you engage your second job, which is called driving people places, you wonder if you'll ever drive a clean car again. Will there ever not be papers and your assignments and trash and French fry remnants just everywhere? Will anyone ever clean this car? Well, you know what? It won't be you, because you have about 6 spare minutes a week and you will be using it to power nap. So after you get everyone home and survive the gauntlet of baths, bedtime stories, meltdowns, signing the reading minutes, packing lunches for tomorrow, putting wayward kids back into bed, and getting backpacks ready, you finally get to, what else? Do schoolwork. I know you've seen it come and go so many times. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. You ground it out. You dug as deep as you ever have, and you managed to do the work of 5 people the last couple of years. You slogged and pushed and worked on weekends and late nights and lunch breaks and vacations, and you did it. You did it. You earned your certification. You earned your bachelor's. You earned your master's. You finished what you started, and it is absolutely incredible. I'm so proud of you, and I want to tell you 3 things. Here's the first one. Trust yourself, because you know what you want more than you've ever known what you want. You know, I went to college 1 week after my 18th birthday. I had never even had an original thought. I didn't have a real sense of who I was or what I loved or what I might be good at. I came from teachers, so I became one. I taught 4th grade for a few years and 1st grade for 1, in which I realized I might not be cut out for little kids. When I wrote my name on the board on the first day of school, and a little boy raised his hand and said, "Miss, we don't know how to read." Okay. So like many of you, I took a hard right turn in my 30s and started a whole different career. I kind of just wondered out loud, can a normal person make a living as a writer? Now, mind you, not one living human was asking me to become a writer. I had no mentor suggesting the world needed my special brand of brilliance. I didn't even have a computer. What I did have was 3 kids, 5 and under, dial-up internet, and a pretty horrible command of the English language. In fact, my greatest fear actually is that somebody will read one of my first books, and I actually forbid you to Google them, okay? But unlike you, I wasn't qualified and obtained no credentials, so gold star for you. But my point is this: I know what it is like to reimagine what you want after you've lived some life. Because you've taken some knocks, you've had some false starts, some spectacular failures, and you've learned what you don't want as much as what you do. You have a mature sense of yourself, more so than if you had gone to, like, say, prom last year, for example. You're grown. You have never been clearer to you than now. You can trust every instinct that brought you here. Your own wise inner voice said, "This is who I am, this is what I'm good at, this is what I have to offer the world, and this is my path forward." And you took it because you are your own best advisor. So remember your own knowing as you go forth. Because the only people that start at the top are the Kardashians, right? Building your new career might be slower or harder than expected, or your people might panic a wee bit as you set out anew, and you might be tempted to doubt your own North Star. But you know what you want more than you've ever known. And of all the people on earth, the person you can trust the most is yourself. So believe the you that brought you this far. You are in the right place at just the right time. Second thing, you've set a glorious example, and don't ever get it backwards. I know most of you juggled school with work, family, and grown adult responsibilities, probably without exception. That meant you missed some games. You ordered pizza for your kids 20 million times the last 2 years. You were bent over your laptop and books at the dining room table while the family buzzed around you. Probably meant that more than once, you laid in bed at night worrying if you were being selfish for going to college in the middle of real life. And because nighttime brain is the worst brain, you probably compared yourself to some other parent or adult who seemed to be nailing it all. There were probably tears and a few ill-timed meltdowns and misplaced fatigue that turned into a dumb argument with your partner or your kid or your mom. At least once, you had to have said, "Why on earth am I doing this?" One of your evaluators sent back an assessment with a mastery not demonstrated note, and you almost threw in the towel. You might have bought into the lie that you could be a good mom, or a good student, or a good partner, but not all. I'm the oldest of 4 kids, and my mom went back to college for a bachelor's and master's combo when I was in high school, my sister was in middle school, and the 2 youngest were in elementary. She was still working full-time, and because Chick-fil-A was only inside malls back then, we ate sandwiches for 2 years. My dad started doing the laundry. We had to pare down our activities because we just didn't have enough drivers. And my mom wouldn't buy me Guess jeans because we didn't have any extra money. Also, to be fair, she wouldn't buy me Guess jeans because she said she'd book a one-way ticket to communist Russia before spending $50 on a pair of pants for a 9th grader. So for those of you younger than me, Russia played very prominently in the 80s childhood. But I'll tell you what I mainly remember, what I told other people, and my primary takeaway from those 2 years. It wasn't that mom was busy. It wasn't that she spent her free time making note cards and studying. It wasn't even that she was gone 3 nights a week. It was this. My mom raised 4 kids, ran a happy home, and got 2 degrees at the same time. What did your mom do? My mom didn't bum me out. She was my role model. I was so proud that my mom was smart and ambitious enough to pull that off with 4 obnoxious kids at home. Her going back to school was always a source of great pride for me and still is. So, don't waste 1 second feeling guilty about choosing your degree and career at this stage in your life. You have shown your spouses and your children what it means to dream, to take a risk, to chase something new and exciting, and absolutely go for it. You've set a gorgeous example of hard work. You have shown all the watching eyes what is possible, what makes you come to life. I'm telling you, your people will tell your story with pride. Your children will never imagine that they should shrink so others can remain large, because you didn't. So well done, moms and dads. Well done, aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas and big brothers and sisters. You've set a glorious example, and don't ever get it backwards. Finally, number 3. If you could pull this off, you can do anything. Sincerely. This was hard. I know it was. Of course it was. You had to choose diligence 100 times a week to get here. Almost none of you had the luxury to do school and school alone. You piled a degree on top of an already steep mountain of work and responsibilities and real life and a global pandemic. And through grit and tenacity, you made it here. So if at any point you told yourself you couldn't finish, let today remind you that you can and you did. If you ever told yourself it was all just too much, Let today remind you that you found a way to succeed. If a subject once seemed too complicated to master, that degree in your hand says you powered through to mastery. If someone said you were too old, or too late, or too disorganized, or too busy to pull this off, well, this is your commencement ceremony, which is defined as the ceremony of conferring degrees and granting diplomas. So apparently, you were none of those things. You did it. You learned it, you managed it, you balanced it, you practiced it, you finished it, and you slayed it. Now tell me, what can't you do? You just beta tested your own capacity, and guess what? The product is ready to be released into the world. Your strength has been tested and tried, and it passed the gauntlet. You now know what you are capable of. You can figure out what needs to be figured out. You can execute what needs to be executed. You can rise to whatever the occasion calls for. You can handle more than you thought, and you can finish what you started. Obviously, life is hard, and things will go sideways, and obstacles will surely arise, of course, but now you know you have the chops for it. You always did, by the way. So, it's time to let your special magic loose. You're ready. The world is ready for you. So go do what it is that only you can do in only the way you can do it. No one can duplicate your voice, your experience, and your wonderful combination of gifts. People will dazzle you and disappoint you, but practice loving them anyway. Let about 83% of everything go from here on out. The other 17% will keep you busy enough. So shine your light and raise your lantern high so all those watching can see where you stepped. So, trust yourself. You've set a glorious example, and you really can do anything from here. We are cheering you on. So congratulations, outstanding class of 2021. We cannot wait to watch you succeed.
Thank you, Jen, for that powerful message. It so resonated with me, and I hope it did for all of you. I know it did. And now we'll hear from Lucas Kavli, Vice President of Compliance, Accreditation, and Academic Engagement, who will confer degrees.
We will now recognize each of our master's degree graduates. Although you're not physically here with us, would the candidates for master's degrees and educator endorsements please rise, if you're able, wherever you are. Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree or the endorsement that you have earned. It includes the Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, the Master of Education, the Master of Science, or the educator endorsement with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations. Welcome to the community of innovative, bold, and credible professionals. Stand by for your moment in the spotlight and congratulatory messages from your college leaders.
Hello, I'm Sean Atkins, Senior Vice President and Executive Dean of the College of Business. On behalf of all of us here at WGU, including your program mentors, course instructors, and evaluators, we would like to congratulate you on earning your degree. You did it. We are proud of your accomplishment and want to wish you much happiness and success. Go Night Owls!
Deanna Melissa Lara.
Myrtis Tucker. Caitlin Arthur. Ashley Banks. Kenneth Barnes. Amanda Elizabeth Berg. Sharif Blake. Lisa Blazer. Latoria Boykins. Alyssa Brown. Kira Bruno. Inigo Miguel Cayetano. Waiteria Shatman Meadows. Terrence Cooper Sr. Lindsay Couples. LaQuanza Dale. Dusty Urcole.
Omer Farouk.
Marie Friesen. Sarita Gaddy Grant. Christelle Grant Dieterville. Leah Green. Bonnie Gutierrez. Jennifer Harrigan. Amanda James. Zachary James. Aaron Kessler. Kyle Langdon. Jennifer Lee. Kelly Joyner Lee. Donna Llewellyn. Shauna Loftus. Carmenice London. Candy Lorenzo. Dava McKenzie. Jacqueline Marcos. Shelley Margaritas. Vanessa Martineau. Lisa McKinney. Suzanne Melendez. Courtney Miller Eames. Shannon Monroe Davis. Nino Morel. Patricia Murray.
Sojanya Murthy.
Rodney Ogan. Anthony Carlos Perez. Kimberly Reed. Rakita Reed. Jonathan Reinagle. Guadalupe Reyes Sudano. AJ Ronebeck. Jamali Rosado. Laura Schaefer. Matthew Schaffer. Joanne Smith. Samantha Smith. Sabrina Stewart. Elizabeth Stodgel. Morgan Swearingen. Bridget Terrell. Jennifer Thaxton. Sandra Thomas. Monique Trott. Michelle Unrein. Tayana Valiant. Jason Warrington. Leslie Wurzak. Don Williams. Tamara Willich. Rebecca Zimmerman. Cecile Aga. Agnes Averett. Serena Bahi. Catherine Banks. Amanda Bedell. Brittany Belches. Kelly Bender. Caroline Berkovich Amar. Denisha Best. Eli Brackenberry, Paul Briley, Shiloh Bryant, Jennifer Buckingham, Cindy Bui, Sunny Burrell, Joy Calloway, Latanya Century, Edmund Chin, Olivia Clark, Kashunda Crowder, Christopher Curry, Kelly Donaghy, Curtis Evans, Arden Falinger, Robin Fleming, Joseph Foran, Mal Faust, Greg Gang, Irfan Ganji, Jorge Garcia, Mohini Gomez, Genesis Grace, Dwayne Griffin, Carrie Hale, Katrina Hayes, Sarah Herschel, Michael Hill, Andrea Ibarra, Brandy Keel, John Colussi, Christopher Lewis, Heather Lipson, Lexi Little, Irene Mamea Lagolio, Jared Lopez, Jesse Mena, Sed Medevec, Edward Middlebrook, Corinne Miller, Gina Millward, Leslie Morioka, James Nelp, Chloe Nelson, Casey Newton, Juliet Peoples, Maria Payton, Tuan Pham, Destiny Kenga, Rachel Ramey Miser, Linda Ryford, Soli Rosenbaum, Shelby Russell, Alice Nicole Sager, Jenny Sanchez, Jesse Sanchez, Emily Sepulveda, Robert Smith, Courtney Summers, Adrian R. Thompson, Andrea Nicole Thompson, Jasmine Turner, Audrey Van Huff, Brian Varas, Heather Viles, Christopher Washington, Amber Watson, Latonda Webb,
Karina Shalom Webster,
Heather Wiederstein, Alexandrina Williams, Stephanie Wimmer, Jeremy Wyatt, Muna Ali, Michelle Bro, Crystal Chacon, Deschanel Childs, Chelsea Dransfield, Devonna Dyson, Jonathan Edelman, Tanya Flowers Price, Yetunde Folami, Sharonda Grant, Charlene Gray, Cassandra Green Page, Ashante Hadley, Scott Hall, Karen Heflin, Tracy Hunt, Whitney Hutto, Sonali Jane, Kayla King, Jane Linda Canuthia, Carol Pualani Cross, Blanca Lopez, Natalie McDonough, Leanne Mendoza, Abdul Munaf Shafi, Catherine Norton, Diana Natimba, Barbara Odell, Angela Palmier, Alexis Pakinke, Diane Piper, Cheryl Rice, Deidre Rosemond, Lisa Sanders, Molinas Brooks Chenault, Tamara Sadasi, Carrie Sroka, Kevin Thompson,
Pew Towel,
Melinda Toribio, Deborah Walker, Suzanne Wellborn, Kristen Wilson, Angela Young, Jeremy Young, Huisi Arma, Tiffany Burton, Pornima Dobril, Susan Fries, Samantha Gomez Kravitz, Catherine Marie Gonzalez, Jeff Leninger, Christian McMillian, Albert Robinson III, Wendini Day Charles Sawadago, Daniel Skaggs, Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Business.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jan Jones-Shank, Senior Vice President and Executive Dean for the College of Health Professions at WGU. What an amazing accomplishment. You did it. Congratulations on completing your degree and joining our Night Owl family. On behalf of all of us at WGU, your program mentors, course instructors, curriculum developers, and evaluators, we wish you happiness and success in all your endeavors. Please stay in touch.
Heather Akers, Nerman Arnott, Jessica Bowser, Jessica Bunsana, Brooke Cabello, Bridget Camian, Amavik Clark, Tammy Cole, Natasha Cruz Vicente, Krista Davis, Kathleen Doyle, Jennifer Driscoll, Kaylee Faville, Christina Fornes, Sandy Fuller, Norma Hill Moore, Rhonda Howard, Sharon Jennings, Karen Jensen, Samantha Joseph, Lori Cook, Robin Mendez, Nishana Mercer, Beverly Moses, Kim Nwasu,
Jennifer Yuki Okamura,
Alicia Oliver Block, Jasmine Phillips, Dawn Reagan, Belinda Snow, Noctin Sun, Anna Van Loon, Eileen Viola, Liana Wheatley, Lamia Zidane, Helen Adabawali, Rolf Edward Bonato, Mary Bartley, Jamie Bernardino Ruiz, Jane Best, Jennifer Blanco, Kimberly Blue,
Rona Jane Pasag Brillantes,
Rochelle Burton, Vivian Bustrios, Haley Consuegra, Tiffany Davis, Karen Dixon, Eileen Domingo, Victoria Donata Hernandez, Elisa Donson, Katrina Edwards, Sherry Evans, Brittany Faison, Gabriela Fuentes, Mary Garza, Enid Bewaño, Jasmine Gill, Christy Green Daniels, Melanie Harris, Dorothy Hawley, Camille Jean Kim, Clasina Kuhn, Marlene Lamberton, Renitra Lee, Tracy Dell Lim, Julie Mack, Kira Mackey, Samantha Mack, Sheila Mann, Savannah Maples, Melissa Martin, Tamara Martin, Elizabeth Marsloff, Ann Matson, Kimberly Moldenhauer, Margaret Nichols, Gladys Osachukwu, Amanda Petro, Marcelina Pires, Karen Reed Williams, Mario Rodriguez, Beatrice Smith, Kimberly Stewart, Barbara Suttles, Ramonta Thomas, Judith Thomas Christopher, Tammy Zepp, Alyssa Van Melkebeck, Brian Villarreal, Deanne Wallenstein, Haley Werby, Dawn Wheelhouse, Kimberly Williamson, June Ray Aguasin, Samantha Cahill, Zandra Dumont, Kaikana Goodwin, Rosie Hong, Veronica Chiari, Michelle Lee, Naz Mullah, Valentine Nweki, Rosneed Noel, Adam Emmanuel Perez Salvatierra, Cindy Samath, Jennifer Victoria Santos, Cami Shower, Alejandro Terran, Rachel Thomas, Trom Vo, Shelley Amos, Lynn Bagley, Tara Bolton, Rhoda Lynn Borbajo, Sonia Dickerson, Jean Hammond, Scott Wilson, Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Health Professions.
Hello, I'm Ashutosh Tiwari, Senior Vice President and the Executive Dean of the College of IT. Wow, you did it. What an incredible accomplishment for you in reaching your goal to earn your degree. On behalf of all of us here at WGU, including your program mentors, course instructors, and evaluators, congratulations. We wish you the very best.
Filomena Bediaco, Brianna Bergado, Darius Hutchins, John Jones, Walter Jones,
Harry Ketter,
Veronica Kimball, Mo Kya, Heather Lang Wilson, Zachary Langley, Etienne May, Ulabek Nurmatov, Travis Simcox, Julian Simalulu, Daniel Williams, Chad Young, Andrea Baioni, Frank Coleman, Rajaswari Diddy, Freshir Gatau, Tammy Kent, Jennifer Knowles, Austin Letts, Krishna Kondran Mahana Chandranair, Yananish Mugaleta, Pankaj Shinde, Mirnaz Shiabosi, Asafe Balikola, John Verdoza, Ricardo Barboza, Eric Collings, Michael Einman, Ashutosh Gupta, Kelly Morrow, Riley Murdoch, Yomi Osunmasan, Rachel Quintana, Andrilla Sen, Brittany Smith, Kyle Smith, Darren Snyder, Edward Weathers, Amy Weber, Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Information Technology.
Hello, I'm Stacy Ludwig Johnson, and I'm the VP of Academic Operations for the Teachers College. We are so proud of you and your accomplishments. Congratulations on reaching this goal and earning your degree. From all of your program mentors, your course instructors, evaluators, and the field experience team, and the rest of the Night Owl Network, we wish you the very best.
Brianne Kabuto, Chelsea Frederick, Sandra Garner, Jennifer Higginbotham, Cassidy Loke, Robin Lindsay, Lawrence Millicent Ann Mendoza Alvarez, Jessica Brooke Pear, Elreen Ann Roberts, Mindy Schumacher, Stephanie Shelton, Janet Valdez, Leanne Davila, Abigail Grisham, Jennifer Horstman, Amanda Lewis, Mickey Middleton, Princess O'Reilly, Heather Sherman, Rena Tabuena, Christopher Brunel, Christina Buckholtz, Jessica Early, Lindsay Widener, Danielle Nikolai, Serena Winans, Beverly Wilson, Chase Acton, Mackenzie Aragon, Angelique Cannon, Natasha Clark, Cassandra Diamond, Amy Elias, Lacey Ferreira, Natalie Garza, Lori Greenberg, Jennifer Gresta, Alicia Heron, Hillary Higgins, Lori Holmes, Hannah Jameson, Chantel Johnson, Christy Kenyon, Ashley Kilpack, Amanda Lester, Alyssa McMahon, Jamie Mitchell, Esther Peterson, Miranda Rhodes, Kristen Robinson, Charlon Seifert, Samantha Simpson, Amanda White, Alexandria Withrow, Janae Boswell, Shelley Salvivold, Sharikia Waring, Brandon Comella, Diana Fitz, Joanne Wilson, Leanna Barr, Patricia Bates, Alyssa Clark, Angie Drebashenko, Nina Flores, Haviland Gilbert, Ava Henderson, Nahid Matal, Elizabeth Munger, Michael Palmer, Holly Phillips, Claro Ranking, Jeanette Robertson, Patricia Taylor, Emily Van Tassel, Jana Vodden, Tricia Watson, Amanda Carnes, Amy Castle, Alyssa Chadwell, Erica Clement, Tabitha Coleman, Ashley Connolly, Christine Kress, Eric Davis, Heidi Dieter, Sarah Dos Remedios, Martha Doyle, Callie Eberts, Diane Ferguson, Amanda Farrell, Tu Frank, Melissa Garcia, Brittany Goodwell, Ebony Ginyard Murchison, Stephen Hall, Rebecca Hebding, Yolanda Henry, Rachel Hernandez, Meredith Hawley, Pamela Houston, Cassandra Lester, Latoya Lewis, Vicki McMonigal, Catherine Owens, Kayla Pendlebury, Jeanette Redstone, David Rocha, Antonio Romeo Jr., Athena Sparrow, Amelia Ward, Holly White,
Erica Whitehead,
Muriel Zug, Laura Baxter, Hope Berg, Ann Bush, Christine Butler Bryant, Chantel Calderon Romero, Rebecca Caverly, Alicia Cosby Mosley, and Yannicka Kraft, Lacey Crittenden, Terry Dan, Emily DeRusha, Ariana Falk, Katie Foster, Carrie Fredrickson, Irandira Gonzalez, Brittany Graves, Tara Lynn Haley, Daniel Heatdirks, Catherine Hilly, Sarah Jones, Jamie Lang, Priscilla Muramoto, Michelle Murillo, Bailey Novick, Frank Parker, Jessica Paskin, Catherine Schultz, Jordan Siragusa, Sharon Skibitsky, Jenna Smith, Felicia Vickers, Rachel Wegener, Narkeisha Woodard, Amy Wright, Hannah Yeomans, Jennifer Dennis, Alexis Lickness, Sandra Nichols, Catherine Pace, Jana Pierce, Sindel Reed, Tiffany Spencer, Julie Rose Warburton, Andreen Ward, Lee Adams, Stephanie Amaris, Destiny Armstrong, Brian Byrne, Carla Conward, Megan Edwards, Rebecca Gustus, Marissa Hind, Marissa Manring, Taylor Norton, Hannah Peters, Caitlin Pierce, Risha Simpson, Elena Stevenson, Congratulations to the graduates of the Teachers College.
At WGU, we're guided by a fundamental belief in the inherent worth of every individual. We know that given the opportunity, every person can learn, succeed, and make a difference. That means our most important obligation is to ensure access and opportunity, advance equity and inclusion, reduce disparities, and optimize every individual's success. As you can see, we are steadfast in our commitment to serving and uplifting our fellow humans. And so, I now challenge you as alumni of WGU and as leaders in your communities to do the same. For many of you, earning your diploma today is the fulfillment of a lifelong goal. You've worked so hard, during a global pandemic no less, to achieve that dream. The degree conferred upon you today by WGU will create new pathways to opportunity. But there's a reason this ceremony is called Commencement. This isn't the end of your journey. It's a new beginning, a brand new chapter that you get to write, and I know your story will be wonderful. Graduates, please accept our sincere congratulations. You now join a network of more than 230,000 WGU alumni worldwide. Welcome to this amazing community. We hope you'll stay engaged by visiting wgu.edu/alumni. Take a moment to reflect on the pride you felt during this ceremony, although we can't be physically together right now. We hope you will join us at a future in-person commencement. Thank you for letting us be part of your educational journey. Don't forget to share your celebrations on social media using the hashtag WGUGrad. This now concludes our ceremony. Stay tuned for congratulatory messages from faculty and staff. Thank you for joining us.